Hello, everyone.
What's up, guys?
Welcome to another Monday of Crystal Conversations.
Thank you for joining us again.
Today, what is our theme, Megan?
Manifesting with the full moon.
And the full moon is actually happening tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Full moon is going to be happening tomorrow. Although
I feel like it's already full right now.
it's pretty big.
Yeah. It kind of goes on for a few days.
Yeah. It's been what?
You know, you have a few days of it, really.
Oh, I thought I heard you say it's been on for a few days. I'm like, I hope so.
Well, yeah.
It's been on for a long time. So anyways, the full moon, this moon, is known as the worm moon.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, I honestly really don't like that, I'll be honest. But this moon, hello Nick, how's it going? This moon is actually, it's a pretty interesting one because usually I usually look up all the meanings of the full moon, especially, you know, what I'm gonna do for the full moon and what is it gonna bring to me, so the next day I'm not surprised and I'm just like, wow, today was terrible, what happened? So so for, you know, all intents and purposes, I look it up every month. And this month, I looked it up for all of you as well. Or we looked it up for all of you, I shouldn't say I. We looked it up for all of you. The biggest thing about this moon and the theme kind of that comes with it, I guess you can call it a theme, is that all of your intentions and any gifts you've been asking for are non-negotiable. Wow. The moon.
Wow.
Like, yeah, I know. The moon is just laying down the law on this one.
The worms.
Laying down the worms. You're just absolutely not.
Why is it called the worm moon?
So I actually couldn't figure that out. I'll be honest. I tried really hard. I looked. I'm like, why is it called the worm moon? And I couldn't figure out. Actually, does anyone here know why this full moon is called the worm moon? Like earthworm. Like, I do not know why, but I can tell you that all of your wantings, you can call them, are now non-negotiable. So you better hope you've been asking correctly. So especially going into this full moon, a lot of people do different rituals, right? They pray on their altar. They work with the earth. You can work with the earth for the moon. They do different meditations. They make moon water, which we're going to go over all of this in this live stream today. But everything we're doing, at least for I would even say the next couple days, I personally I'm never just like, oh, it's the full moon night and I did it. No, it lasts a couple days. There's residual energy to everything always. Even like let's talk about very quickly this last Lionsgate that happened. It's supposed to last 2 weeks. Felt like 3 months. It was long. So there's always residual energy that's happening. So I always say, like, at least like a few days, like, keep your intentions clear with yourself. Keep your intentions clear with the universe or spirit or, you know, whatever you call the energy source that we have. And yeah, just make sure everything is very clear because, like it says, it's non-negotiable. So you can't. So actually, let's talk about that for a second. Where a lot of times we ask for things, it can have some leeway. It can be a little. Hold on a second. Worm moon as it occurs at the end of winter equinox, symbolizing the end of a harsh winter. Yeah. It's been very cold and windy.
There we
beginning
go.
of spring. Also, the ground is supposed to begin to thaw. Thank you, Bree. Awesome. Sweet. Yeah. Perfect. So, cool. We're actually ringing in spring with this one. I can't wait for the ground to thaw.
Oh, I know.
I know. You know what? In my opinion, we actually didn't have enough snow this year. I'll be honest. We didn't have enough snow. It doesn't feel right.
Just too many cold, gray days.
Yeah, the cold days. Like, I hate the cold.
Yeah.
Like, I never really say I hate a lot of things, but I hate the cold. Absolutely hate the cold. I'm not built for the cold. So, yeah. So, just like last week's live stream, we do have an array. I don't know if you can see behind the... Yeah, you can kind of see behind the cathedrals here. We have an array of crystals that we're going to be showing you today, but we're going to be talking more about the metaphysics of the crystals. We're going to be talking about the spiritual side of the crystals. We're going to be talking about some of the science and some of the history behind the crystals. We're going to talk about how we use them. We're going to talk about how you can use them. And we're going to talk about some different methods of, like, you know, going into, like, how we use them and explaining those, too. Not just like, oh, yeah, I do this meditation. Cool, move on. No. We're going to talk about the meditation. We're not going to just talk about the crystal. And I will make sure I look at the camera because I just realized, again, I am not looking at the camera. You. So that's what I need to remember to do. Okay. So, we have, unlike last week, we picked out two types of crystals, I'll say. Not just two crystals, but two types of crystals. Like we have what? we
Moonstone?
have yes. We have moonstone, which is perfect for the full moon, and labradorite, which actually they're from the same family, but we're gonna get into that too. So yeah. And at any point in time, please feel free to comment about what are you going to do with the full moon? How do you celebrate each full moon? How you may celebrate this specific full moon, knowing now that everything you're doing is non-negotiable. No, contract is signed.
Are you saying that if like every single day I'm thinking about how badly I do not want a parking ticket, and then I like park somewhere and I get a parking ticket, I brought that upon myself?
Yep, it's non-negotiable. And the state of Massachusetts will also tell you that's non-negotiable too. And you will have to pay your parking ticket.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, absolutely. And be careful how you wish for it too. Because that's one thing. One thing I know when asking for gifts, and it's not like, oh, I want this for this holiday or I want this for my birthday. It's like, no, when you're asking gifts from, like I said, spirit, universe, whatever you wish to call it, the energy source, not only do you have to be specific, but we do have some options. Our options are A, like what do we want, because, you know, we have to ask for it, and B, when we get it. So we do have an option to say, oh, I want it within 2 months' time, but you don't have the option for how you get it. Like, let's say I want money. Right? That's a big one that like 80% of the population asks for, probably more now with the economy. But the thing is like you can't ask how, you can ask when. You can be like, yeah, within 2 months' time I want to be more financially stable. Right? Let's say I ask for that. I'm not actually asking for that. But let's say I ask for that. Right? That might come, it doesn't mean I'm gonna buy a scratch ticket and win $1 million. No. I mean it might, but come on, odds are. Doubt it. Like, you'll get it within work, you'll get it within possibly a gift from someone else that you need to recognize and accept. That's the tough one too, is when you're asking for things and it comes through another person, because the universe will do that too.
Or all of a sudden you get a check in the mail and you overpaid someone and you just got money back that you weren't expecting.
Exactly. So there's that, talking about those gifts. So, you know, let's go into some labradorite. Oh, I almost forgot.
What'd you forget?
At the end of this stream, we will be doing a giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
And you need to comment on this stream in order to get into that giveaway.
Wait, where is the giveaway?
I have it right here.
Oh, okay, good.
Do you want to show it in the camera there?
Yes, I can show it.
Oh, wait. Can I see it?
Yes.
Actually,
Yes,
real
you
quick.
can see it.
Because I'm going to just do one of these.
All right, thank you.
If you don't comment on the live stream, we don't know who you are, so we can't put your name in the wheel, and we don't know if you're actually here. So if you comment, you can say hi, you can say sup, you can give us a huge backstory. I almost knocked over the iguana. You can say anything. Well, I mean, you know, within reason. You can say things, you can comment, and we will put your name into the wheel of names. You don't even have to say I want to be in the contest or in the drawing. You don't have to. But yeah.
Yeah. So as long as you
hello, Lexi.
As long as you write your name.
Oh, no problem. Sorry.
That's totally fine. As long as you write your name in the comments, then we'll put you in the drawing to win this.
And this is a Colombian quartz. It's actually one of my favorite. So we did go over quartz last week, so we didn't bring it up as far as the theme goes. But one of the reasons why we have this in the giveaway is this specific one is great for making moon water, which I am going to talk about. Hello, Jamie. Happy Monday to you, too. Hello, Sarah. I
You're
know.
welcome.
It's like you might like start flowing like hello, 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 hello. Like, but yeah, so this is the Colombian courts. I actually love these. In the community, the I should say the what do you call it? Lemurian courts community. These are also sought after. These are not Lemurian courts. They're not. They're not from Lemuria. They're not from Brazil. They don't have the peachy color, but they have the lines on the side. They have the clarity. They have a beautiful structure to them. And actually, hello, John. And one of my favorite things to do with this piece of quartz is actually like, not even like doing anything myself. I actually put it in the window, and not because of a fracture like most crystals when you see a rainbow, but the light will go through this and it will create a rainbow around the room. Like I know it'll happen with this one because it's so clear. And I know when I was a kid, I actually had a chandelier in the house that up until now I didn't know what the crystal was, but it was quartz because all the light was coming through. And there would be a rainbow all over the living room. I used to love it in the summer. I would go into no, not the living room. No one has a chandelier in the living room. Well, I mean, you might, but the dining room where we dine, where we eat. I actually only ever ate in our dining room 4 times. But the whole chandelier would make a rainbow all around. And then I like had my piano there and I would be playing and there was like a rainbow and you would hear the wind and it was super cool. Yeah.
So pretty.
Yeah. This will do that. This won't play the piano for you, but you can learn that and you can play it with the rainbow that this crystal provides. All right, so
Bree said that she loves making moon water. So Andrew's going to explain how he makes moon water at some point.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
hope. He actually made me moon water a few years ago.
I did.
I still have it.
You do?
Yes.
I wouldn't drink that.
No, I'm not drinking
Don't
it.
drink it.
I wasn't planning on drinking it.
I think that one I put the Irish salt in too, so it wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah,
well, some moon water you can drink, but you have to be careful, but I go over that as well. So moon water is great to make. I mean, you can make it, so a lot of people, you know what, I'll just talk about it now.
Yeah, talk about it now.
Yeah, I'll just talk about that now.
Why not?
So moon water. I love making moon water. It's one of my favorite things to do. You can what's kind of cool about it too is that, you know, we all grow up with these TV shows and stuff, and not all of us might, but I certainly play my fair share of video games. So when it feels like I'm making a potion, I get kind of nerdy about it. So it feels great. And I'm just like, oh, this is real cool. Hello, Amy. And it's just like, it's very good. So me personally, this is what I do. You don't have to do it this way. But I'll tell you the 2 ways I've done it.
Wait, before you explain that, can you someone is asking what moon water is.
Oh, yeah, it's really just water imbued with the power of the moon through a quartz crystal set out at night. But I'm going to go over how to make it. Actually, one quick thing. Hey, Tom, can we move the comments down? Because they're not going up for some reason. They're just stuck on the earlier comments there. Perfect.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right, cool. So, sorry about that. Moon water. Moon water, the way I make it. Now, I'll tell you how I make it now. I tell you how I made it before. So I take a glass jar, preferably with no metal lid. If you, for some reason, you have a glass lid on it, it would be a very fancy jar, but that would be ideal. Oh. Other than that, I actually just make, you can use these. So without the plant though.
Yeah, without the plant.
I put filtered water in there just so I can drink it. And I put a very clear quartz crystal. So this is super important. Know what is in your quartz. I can't stress that enough, because some quartz has inclusions that can be toxic. Mm-hmm. Like we have in our store. We have an celestial, almost like tabular growing quartz that has sulfur in it. Now,
a lot of people kill their fish that way, and it's really sad.
Exactly. Like I've talked to people that put malachite in their fish tank, copper poisoning. There's other minerals that have arsenic in it. So there's a very easy way. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Nina. There's a very easy way to look at this. You can look up a toxicity table of gems and minerals and crystals on GIA or IGS, I believe it was called. I'm pretty sure it was IGS. And that shows you the toxicity levels and what is toxic of the minerals. So quartz itself is not toxic. You can put it in water, you can drink the water, and you're fine. But if there's something in the quartz, it might be toxic, such as that sulfur we have in the store. Now you're saying, oh, well, if the quartz grew over it, won't it be protected? Like the toxicity will be protected. I can't make that claim. It's very possible that that can leak through, and it's very possible that if you drop it into the jar, who's to say the quartz didn't chip a little bit? You don't know. So it's better off to, I always start by putting the water in first, so your quartz won't chip, and then you drop the quartz in. I kind of like tilt it, like put it on the side, so it kind of like shloop, like goes down.
And if you don't know for sure, can you just keep it outside of the jar right next to it instead?
You can leave it outside of the jar. Absolutely, you can.
Okay. Also, I had this water bottle. I just remembered it. It had this like little section in the bottom that you can open up to put crystals in, and then you filled the water in the top.
See, that's cool.
So they
cool.
didn't touch, but I mean, still in the same bottle. Yeah.
So that's the thing, is that like the energy of the crystal is around, right? Like, okay, I am kind of giving it away a little bit, but here's a moonstone palm stone, right? I don't have to touch it. I can put it here and I can feel that energy. I can use that energy. The energy can use me, to be honest, because we affect each other. That being said, it is ideal to have the quartz in the water. And hello, Catherine. So the energy, you have to create it with intent, though. All the moon water I ever create, I think of the people I'm giving it to. And I think if I'm going to be using it for this, for me, you're welcome. If I am using it for, I said this and pointed to myself. If I'm using it for this, for me, I think of myself as well. Now, let's say I'm thinking of it for a purpose, right? Like I want to heal my hiking areas. That's huge. You know how many people go through those hiking areas? You know how many things happen in those hiking areas? I'm not going to say it all. But the point is that there's plenty of things that happen in those hiking areas that you might, it'll be good to bring those back to balance. And if I think about that with the moon water, I'd probably be using a really big jar, like a sangria kind of jar. Because, I mean, if I'm spreading water over the whole hiking area, I better have a lot with me. But the point is that you make it with intent. So at this point, we have the quartz in or right outside of the jar. Mm-hmm. It's out at night, under the moonlight. Even if it's cloudy, it's fine. It's fine if it's cloudy. Light is permeating through the clouds. And how do I know that? We can see when we go outside. We can see things still. So it's fine. So with that being said, where was I? Oh man, I lost my train of thought. So
okay, you have the bottle with the water, you have the quartz,
under the moonlight.
Under the moon, doesn't matter if it's cloudy.
Put your intentions.
Okay.
Your intentions are huge.
Okay, so you're using this to manifest, pretty much.
You're using this to manifest. Oh, it all ties in.
Exactly.
Using this to manifest. Nina, it can be, so it's ideally under the full moon, but I have known people to make their moon water over the course of a month. So that's another way to do it too. I've never done that. I've only done it overnight. But you can actually leave it outside in a dark area for a month, but you just can't let the sun touch it, because then it's day water. It's not moon water. I just made that up. I don't know if that's a real thing. But the point is, if the sun touches it, I mean, it's close.
So if you have like a little box or a cabinet, just put it in during the day.
Put it in during the day and bring it back out at night. Bring it back outside at night so it can experience the night. You can do it over the course of the month, and that you can say it's more powerful. I mean, I always hate using the phrase more powerful, because who's to say? You don't know what's more powerful. And we can't really measure this to a degree. So It's all about your intention. It's all about the care that you put into it too, right? It's like cooking with love. We're making potions here. Well, or they're of the sorts. We're enchanting water. We're making it into something that we can use.
So how do you use it?
So I drink it. I drink it only if the quartz was very clear, if it's filtered water, but that's my preference. I mean, I reside in Worcester, so filtered water is definitely ideal. And as long as I didn't put salt in there, because you can put Irish salt. That's another thing. The only reason why I've used Irish salt is because of my own, spiritual practices and things like that too. You can use any salt. Preferably not bleached though. Sea salt would be better.
Does the salt enhance it?
The salt can enhance it. Yes, okay. The salt can enhance it for a multitude of reasons. You'll actually provide more of a healing aspect to it than if I'm to really think about this. I can't first. Okay, like I said on the last stream, I can't make any medical claims. But if you want to use it for healing, like let's say it's a stomach ache, please don't put salt in it because we can't drink salt water. So then if you put
well, we can, but it would not.
I mean, we can.
Good.
It wouldn't taste good, but then you actually get dehydrated too, so it's not worth it. So,
not worth it.
But if you're using it to rub on an area, like let's say your elbow hurts, let's say your arm hurts, etc., use the salt. That's fine. People take salt baths all the time. Use
sore
the salt.
throat, gargle it.
Oh yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Yeah, if you somehow caught strep throat, that would be great, or sore throat from the flu or a cold or your allergies, or it was super dry while you were sleeping. Absolutely, yeah, put the salt in there, but don't swallow
So now, what if someone doesn't want to drink their moon water?
They can put it anywhere else. Let's say you want to make a protective ring around your home. Pour it around your house. Almost like you would use, actually oddly enough, as you would use for salt. You can give it to someone. But then again, I would say even with, oh yes, so Catherine, the Celtic sea salt, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Irish salt, Celtic sea salt, same, it's kind of two sides of the same coin with that one. I guess it depends where you buy it. I had gotten so mine was called Irish salt, but I got it from, where was it? I forgot the name of the store. Although I bought it from like a good living kind of place, like an organic kind of place on heading towards West Boylston. I actually don't even know that street. Wow, I'm doing really bad with trying to let you know where to find it. But the point is where I bought it, it was called Irish salt. But I know at some herbal stores you can find it as Celtic sea salt too. So yeah. Absolutely.
And then Bree said that salt is good for skin conditions.
Oh yeah, so that's perfect.
You can put the moon water on
on a rash.
Yeah, okay.
On an abrasion, that might actually hurt. But if it already kind of healed and you're trying to get rid of the scar, that might help.
Yeah. Cleans it out too.
Yeah, it does clean it out. Although, there's a reason why they say pouring salt on the wound. It hurts.
Ooh, can you water your plants?
Oh.
With the moon water.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, not
Emily,
with
that's
the salt,
a good point. I've actually never done that. Well, I know what I'm doing tonight.
Actually, yeah, right? That's a really good idea.
So I will, no, absolutely. You can water your plants with that. And of course, like you said, without the salt.
Moon water spray.
Oh yeah, moon water spray.
Crystals.
You could even cleaning your house, right? Spray it around your house, wipe it down.
You could literally pour it into your regular bathroom cleaner or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The possibilities are endless because water is in everything. We are water. We're 76% water, something 78% water. Everything on Earth is water. It's huge, and that's why we all, that's why our emotions always run amok because water. Yes, give it to your animals.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Honestly,
I'm gonna do that with
especially
Dax.
with Dax.
Yeah.
No, especially if your animals are going through a tough time physically or even mentally. If they're stressed out, why not give it to your animals? And especially I was gonna bring up too, if it's ever fortuitous where it is a nice kind of cold summer night and it's raining as well, you can collect the rain in the jar with the quartz. And I'll always fill up the jar halfway with quartz because, I don't know how much rain I'm going to be collecting in this much of a lid or opening. But the point is what's great about that is that You can think about it as the energy coming from the moon, right? If this is Earth and this is the moon, we have the clouds and all of our weather in between. So the energy is coming from the moon, hitting the atmosphere of Earth, flowing through the water, well, flowing through the clouds into the water, coming down and into your beautiful jar. And the first time I ever made moon water, that happened, and I was so stoked. I'm like, yeah, like because it felt good. I'm just like, yeah, the sky's helping me out. That feels good. Because I don't even think it was supposed to rain that night. But I always spend a moment outside. I don't just stick the quartz in, look at the water. I'm like, yeah, it's good enough. No, I remember what I said. Intention.
Intention is everything.
I'm standing there. I'm staring at the jar. I'm thinking about the people, the things, or whatever I want to do. Let's say you want to give it to your animals. Let's say you want to give it to your plants. Friends. Me. Everything. If it's everything, think of everything. Or even if you want it to be universal, be like, I'm making moon water and I want it to be dope. Bam. So that's moon water. It's actually my favorite thing to make. Another thing you can make during a full moon, which is really good, is rose water. I just don't like the smell of rose water, only because my grandmother used to spray it on everything. So like growing up, I'm like, ugh.
I would have loved that.
Like, I mean, it's not like, oh, remembering grandma's house. It's like, no, I would love that. It's actually,
It's too much.
It's so
too
much.
Potent.
It's like walking through the perfume and cologne department at Macy's. It's like, that's what it feels like. Well,
actually, I kind of like making rose water myself because I feel like the smell is not as strong.
Want to talk about it?
I guess so, yeah.
How do you make,
you want to make sure you get organic roses. You can't just go to like Stop and Shop and buy roses there and use those petals. Especially if you're gonna, you could, I guess, but if you're gonna be putting this like on your skin or like,
you're gonna want to make sure.
You want to make sure it's organic.
I mean, if it's an extra $3 for the bouquet, like at least it's like it even might be a peace of mind thing at least at that point.
Yeah.
Where it's just like I gave it my best effort, unless you're growing the roses yourself. I'm assuming.
Yeah, so you could either grow your own roses. I feel like it's really hard to find organic roses at the store. Mm-hmm. So you can order them online, actually. Thank you, Kai.
Woo!
But you want, I forget the exact process. You'd have to kind of look it up online for exactly how long. But you boil water with the rose petals. And then you just strain the rose petals out and then just collect the water, let it cool off. But
something else you can do with that water too, not just the rose water.
Yeah. You
can, because roses are edible. You can pour, obviously it's going to be a craft.
Oh yeah, you can actually drink the rose water if you wanted.
You can.
Yeah.
It might taste a little bitter.
As long as they're organic petals.
Because all the tannins will release into the rose water. That's when the water turns like the pinky red kind of color. But you can dump a crap ton of sugar into it, let it reduce, and then you get this is not a cooking channel, and then you get rose syrup that you can put on your pancakes, on vanilla ice cream. Yeah, it's that's
no
good.
Way.
I hate the smell of rose water, but I'll eat it all day long.
I have never had that before.
And of course, there's recipes online and stuff you can find, but without further ado.
Okay.
We've talked about rose water, we've talked about moon water. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about labradorite. Of course, you can actually one quick thing. You can use moon water to cleanse your crystals too. So that's a big thing. Just don't pour it on like selenite or halite if you still want them. If you want them to dissolve, be my guest. But yeah, so labradorite. So now one of the themes today is not just about the full moon, it's about manifestation.
Yes.
And where do we manifest things subconsciously, Megan? In our brains. And our brains are absolutely active at night, more so than even during the day. Because we're sorting through all of our anxieties, our traumas, things that happened.
So that's normally why we have really wacky dreams that include like random clips of what happened during the day.
Like your dreams are absurd, and like that's the universe trying to speak to you, that's you trying to speak to you as well. And something that helps you with that is where is it? This, right. I kept moving this way. I'm like, why isn't it going? I was like, this right here. Labradorite. Labradorite works on your dreams just as much as it works on a lot of things that we'll talk about. But labradorite is really good for remembering your dreams too. And I wanted to talk about that today for a little bit, because a lot of people, some people that believe that they don't dream, they're not lying to you because they don't know any better, but it's a matter of remembering whether you dream or not. You dream every single night, no matter what. You have no choice. But if you remember them or not, that's the difference. Like my father, he says all the time, he's like, I haven't dreamt since I was 12. I'm like, well, you're lying. So, but I can say that time he's my dad. So he just doesn't remember his dreams.
Yeah, if you don't think about your dream right when you wake up, chances are you're gonna forget it.
Oh, absolutely. There are so many dreams where like I wake up and the first 5 seconds I'm like, I know who I need to tell this to, and I go to text them. I was like, wait, what was that? And it's like, no. It's just like, and then it's gone forever. And then you know what's wild? Sometimes I'll have half a dream, and then a year later it'll finish.
What?
It's really dumb.
Oh wait.
it's
Okay, and you can dream of the future too.
Yeah,
because
that's all
that has
premonition.
happened to me. I used to work with kids, and I was assigned a client, and before I even met this client, I like had a dream I was walking through this house. So then I went to my client's house, and I walked through the house, and I'm like, oh my God, I just dreamt about this house.
Hey.
Like, I recognize the rooms, the furniture, everything. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, and
that was nuts.
And it feels weird too. And you ever have those dreams where you had friends in it, and you went and you just like did something, like you were hanging out, and then you bring it up in the future, and they're like, that never happened. And then
it feels so real.
And then I always feel, I'm like, oh wait, I feel like an idiot. That never happened.
Oh,
That only
Sarah
happened
said
up
she
here.
has a dream journal.
Oh yeah, dream. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, and that's a good
Dream
way to remember your dreams, is if you start writing them down every day.
Because that's like a mental practice. It's
Yeah.
almost like creating affirmations for yourself every day.
And there's even dream analysis people, so
Yeah.
they'll read through your dreams
Yeah.
and kind of tell you what it means.
Oh, absolutely. So this is great for remembering your dreams, and what's super important about that for this full moon is, what did we talk about earlier? We talked about the fact that all of your intentions are non-negotiable. So what are you going to dream about tonight? You can actually, this is where it gets a little, not terrifying, it gets a little squirrely, I should say. You can actually end up setting an intention subconsciously through your dream, and it doesn't mean the universe isn't listening. It's still listening. So even in your dreams, you have to be some level of careful. And how do you do that? You did that before you go to bed. You can meditate. You can relax yourself. You can read a book. You can drink tea. You can hold a piece of labradorite.
I think I read in there that you can keep it on the four corners of your bed, right?
Mm-hmm. You can keep it in the four
Underneath.
corners of your bed, and that absolutely helps. It almost creates like a vortex effect of
under
energy.
your pillow.
Under the pillow, by your bed table stand thing. I'm really bad with
You
furniture
can meditate
names.
with it before you go to sleep.
Yep.
Put it on your third
Put it in
eye.
your pocket if you wear shorts to bed. I wear shorts to bed, so I actually keep some crystals in my pocket sometimes when I go
Really?
to bed. Yeah. It's kind of
I toss
kind of hurts
around
sometimes
too
when you
much
roll
for
over,
that.
but I was like, yeah, no, I mean, there was one day I actually fell out of my bed onto a crystal. Yeah.
Oh my God, you can wear earrings, labradorite earrings.
I mean, if your ears are pierced, I can't wear them. But anyways, so labradorite, there's actually, so a quick little history, and then we'll go back into the metaphysics of it too. Labradorite was found, or I should say was discovered on the eastern side of Canada, and on the Paul Island near the settlement of, I'm hoping I'm saying this right. If I don't say it right, please correct me if anyone knows. Nain, it's spelled N-A-I-N, in Newfoundland and Labrador. So labradorite.
Oh, okay.
Labradorite.
That's why they named it
Labrador.
that.
And there was a tribe called the now, I really apologize if I can't say this, but Labrador Miut, or Miut,
I could not say
I'll even
that.
spell it real quick. It's Labradormiut. So if anyone knows how to say that too, you can put the phonetics in the comments. They called it the Firestone. And they would use the powdered forms to help cure ailments.
Really?
Yeah. So they would crush it up, and
Wow.
it would help cure ailments. And there's a story, a really quick story, but a story that goes with this is that
I'm interested.
in Canada and Alaska and all that area, you can see the Northern Lights, and we all know how beautiful that is. Now, the Northern Lights come with a lot of myth. It comes with a lot of legend. It comes with a lot of, you're a human looking at these things in the sky, and you can't grab it, but it's these beautiful colors that we don't know what's going on. So one day they disappeared. And the whole tribe, they were almost in an uproar of it. I mean, not with each other, but in general, they're like, what happened? Where did it go? What's going on? So one of their warriors set out to go find the Northern Lights. And he traveled and traveled. And he eventually came across a dark stone with a beautiful flash.
Like the Northern Lights?
Like the Northern Lights. And what he did was he took his spear and he kept wailing and struck the Labradorite stone as hard as he could to let the Northern Lights escape and go back to the sky. And that is the story of Labradorite. And now we have it in Palm Stones.
Wow.
And now it's readily available. But
It's just so crazy to me how this is we just find this on the earth.
I know, it's super
Like,
cool.
what?
Regardless of these two crystals we're going to show you today, isn't it absolute? I mean, I know anyone in this comment section is probably thinking the same thing or has thought the same thing, where it's like the fact that this circular rock that we live on produces such beautiful things to us. It's like, that we are, you can feel that we are a part of Earth, and Earth is a part of us. It's a very beautiful feeling. I absolutely love it. Yeah. So, something quick as well is that even though it was discovered, sorry, I gotta fix my beanie. even though the stone was discovered in that area of Canada, it's also found in Mexico, Russia, and Finland as well.
Huh.
So, a little bit about the spiritual side of this too is that regardless of the dreaming, there's one more thing I wanted to talk about with dreaming.
Okay.
Not only does it, all right.
I'm ready to hear it.
Not only does it help you remember your dreams, but it can aid in lucid dreaming, which is important for setting intentions through your dreams too, especially when you're trying to work things through. Now imagine you're like in your dream, wacky things are happening. The ceiling's upside down. You're getting dragged through the stairs like a monster comes out of nowhere, and you're just like, what's going on? Now imagine if none of that was happening. You have complete control, and you can fly. You can do whatever you want. Usually, I have what's so funny? Usually,
I just remembered a dream that I had.
Is it shareable?
It was like lucid. Yeah, no, I'll share. Okay, it was like lucid dreaming, because I was in the dream and then I realized I was dreaming. I was like, oh wait, I'm dreaming right now. I can do whatever I want. So I was like, I want that blue. I want that over there. I want this over here, kind of thing. Like,
Dang,
I was
she's
changing things
interior
around. Right, I really was.
I love it.
But then I saw like my friend and I was like, and I want you over here. And then they looked at me and they were like, no. And I'm like, what?
That's interesting.
It's my dream. And then I woke up.
But it's your friend, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's actually really cool, because then that's no. Yeah, I know. I'm having a moment now. It's because that's a clash of energy. That's another person. That's your dream. You can't control the other person in your dream. That makes sense. That's wild.
Isn't it?
Sorry, I'm like
really
we're
interesting.
like, I know, like everyone's hearing, like we're having like a slightly epiphany moment. We're like, whoa, what? It's like, wait, hold on a second. No. But no, that's actually wild. So yeah, like a clash of energy in your dream. Remember, your dream is yours. People can enter your dream, but your dream is yours. I love that. That's actually really cool.
Right.
I dig that. So, lucid dreaming is super important because it can also help with astral projection. They don't go completely hand in hand, but one helps the other, and vice versa. So one thing I can say is I'm not great at lucid dreaming, but I can astral project. I do it all the time. But
Nice.
Lucid dreaming, throw me in a dream, I'll never know I'm in it. But sometimes I have a lot of fun. Like one of my favorite dreams ever. For some reason, I was just in class, right? I think I was back in 7th grade. And I was sitting at a desk, and it was in my most hated class. Most hated class. It was English class. No offense for everyone who likes English. Like, I'm kind of like a musician, science.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on that math. Like, I love
Same.
that, you know? So it's like history, English, I was always like, nah. You know? So I'm in English class learning about something I do all the time. And then I'm sitting at the desk, and all of a sudden I start floating. And then I look around, and everyone looks at me. And then I start giggling because I realize I'm like, I could just leave. And then I just floated outside the classroom, and then I like floated away into the sky. And then I woke up, and I'm like, oh man, I wish 7th grade was really 7th grade, not grade. 7th grade was really like that. It's like I just realized I'm like, hey, like I'm like floating. I'm like, you know, like just floating away. That's like the closest I've ever gotten to lucid dreaming.
I love it. If you guys have had a lucid dream, let us know.
Yes, let us know.
I haven't met too many people who have had lucid dreams.
Or if you actively do it on purpose. You know, there is one weird thing I can do.
What?
If I tell myself to wake up at a specific time, I always do. I tested it one day. I was like, I want to wake up at 7:32. Woke up at 7:32.
Are you serious?
I'm absolutely serious.
Well, yeah, I guess that goes hand in hand with our internal body clock. Yeah.
It's really weird. I don't set alarms. I just tell myself when to wake up. It's great. So I don't gotta wake up to meh. So I can actually enjoy my morning. All right. So a little bit on the science. It is a did someone comment? Lynette. What did Lynette say? Let's see. What is it? Andrew's a wizard. I am a wizard. Oh, you revealed me to everybody. That was going to be on the 5th stream. I was going to tell everybody. No, I'm joking.
So it looks like Sarah had a dream where a person close to her is struggling with something.
Interesting.
And after having that dream, did you reach out to that person and see if that was actually happening?
Also, Kate, I love it. That means there's another. I've only met one other person, one of my friend's boyfriends. He can do it too, so now I know there's 3 of us. So, there's 3 wizards in this world.
Yeah, I feel bad for my boyfriend because he has to wake up at like 4:30 every day for work, and on his days off, he normally wakes up early because of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, did he try to just say to wake up later?
No, I don't think so.
Tell him to give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Yes, and it happened. I tried helping them.
Oh, wow. You're very empathetic.
Yeah, that actually, you know, you can talk probably more about that than me with the empathy. And I was going to bring that up in here too. Yeshua. Oh, this is badass. Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sarah, if that's not a definition of empathy, and also what we talked about earlier, which is that almost like premonitionistic. Sure, I invented the word, but you know what I'm saying.
I honestly don't know what you're trying to say.
Premonition dreaming.
Okay.
Wow. Sometimes I can't talk. And right now is one of those times. So premonition dreaming, that's absolutely one of those too. All right. So on top of labradorite working with your dreams, it also aids in helping you with, oh, thank you, Lexi.
Thanks, Lex.
I'm sorry, like, I know, like I'm talking, then I noticed a comment and I'm like, oh, yes. It aids in helping you heal and protects your auras from the negative energy of the world. Oh, hold on a second. Lexi, you can train your mind and body by saying, I'm going to go to bed at blank and I'm going to wake up at blank. It can take a bit. Oh, yes. Absolutely. You know what? like I don't want to sound egotistical. I never had to do that. It just happened to me one day. So that's awesome. So yeah, absolutely. I want all of you to try this. Let's see. Come back next Monday and tell me if you're setting alarms, because I'm sure all of us would love to not wake up that meh. So
luckily there's like only one day a week I need to wake up to an alarm.
Yeah, there you go.
But most of the time I wake up before it goes off, so works out.
Because
Works
you
out.
know you need to
Exactly.
wake up at that. See, it's in you too. Everyone can do this, I swear. No alarms. I believe in a no alarm world. My dream talent is that if I see someone in a dream, then I'll see them soon in real life. Ooh, so more premonition dreaming. I love this. Is
Sometimes,
awesome. I love this.
Actually, yeah, that's kind of happened to me. I'll dream about somebody who I haven't thought about in like years, and then all of a sudden they like text me, or I see them on social media or something.
That's your dream warning you.
Yep.
They're like, hey, this person's coming in, and you're just like, what was that? And then bam, person's right there. Excuse me. I had an Italian sandwich for lunch, so it's a little rough. It's a good sandwich. It was a good sandwich. It's a good sandwich. What'd you say? What'd you say?
Nothing.
Rude. Oh,
Just kidding. No, I had like honey mustard dressing. So
Yeah.
like
What are you saying? Like, I dreamt about my brother being hurt in an accident. I was in Florida. I called my mom to ask if he was okay. They said yes. They were all freaked out to tell me he was hit.
oh my gosh, that just gave me goosebumps.
Interesting. Wow. Again, premonition dreaming.
Wow.
You know, it can be, and you know, like, it's interesting, like, when you're talking about they were all freaked out, it can be scary. And, you know, sometimes I will say that spiritual people in general, let's just talk about that real quick. People who are a little bit more in tune, right? There's so many people on this planet. I believe that everyone is spiritual. I don't care, because it's us. We are the thing. Like, we are this. You know, and that's my personal belief. I might be wrong, but there are definitely some people that are born understanding it a little bit better, right? Generally, we show up on these streams. Generally, we're around crystals a lot. Generally, we are John. Yeah, John.
Oh, hey, John.
And we end up working with crystals. We end up meditating. We end up figuring things out. We end up sometimes as kids feeling like we don't fit in, or we think of weird things, or we do weird things. And it's like, it's not. If any of you are Harry Potter fans, he felt the same. So I know that's a little controversial right now, though. So any Lord of the Rings fans as well, you know, that's the same deal. It's the same deal. Absolutely the same deal. So I do apologize for that. I realized after bringing up Harry Potter can be a little bit controversial right now. So I do apologize about that. But in and it's not just that. It's a multitude of stories where people would feel a little bit out of place, and that doesn't exclude us from real life too. So if you feel it's right, if you have a dream, if you feel it's right to let the person know, I would say it's okay. Obviously gauge, you know, read the room, right? Like, really feel like, oh, will this hurt them to tell them? Will it hurt them more than just allowing it to happen? Now that's where the responsibility comes in. You know, we may have these gifts and we may be able to do certain things, but your responsibility kicks in immediately after it happens of, will it hurt them more to let them know? Always ask yourself that. If the answer is no, sick, tell them. If the answer is yes, just let it ride. But now you know you can be there for them because you know what's going to happen, right? So going through a little bit more on labradorite, as I was saying earlier, it can aid your body and soul to heal itself, but as you're doing things in real life. So a lot of times when we're recouping or we are regenerating, we tend to put things aside, like our work might get a little bit messier, our talking might not be as fluent, our anything might, if you're an artist, your art might be meh, you know, to you, I'm sure to everyone else it's amazing, because I mean, like, when I see an artist go off on their paintings, I'm like, wow, I can't even draw a stick figure, but I am a musician. Right? So I'll notice that if I need regenerating, I'll sit down at the piano and I'll stare at it for 20 minutes. That rarely happens. I'll be like, yeah, I literally don't want to do this. And it's weird when that happens, but it's true. It's absolutely true. So this stone will help you with that as well. And we have a few here for you today. So let's go over some of those. These are all labeled. So if you do happen to see a label, it's just number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. And like the other stream, these are all going to be only 20% off during the stream. And when we're looking at the crystals, when we let you know the price, that's when you can comment saying sold or claim or sold or claim. Excuse me again, like I said, that Italian sandwich. Sold or claimed, only because if you say like I want it, it can just mean like that you want it. I don't know if you really like claim it. So either sold or claimed, and then let us know the name of what we're talking about over there too. So this first one is a labradorite Merkaba.
Merkaba.
Now the Merkaba shape, I'm going to just talk about that really briefly. This shape is the shape of us. This is what your soul looks like. This is what your vessel is. This is how you came to Earth. This is how you'll leave Earth.
What?
This is how you astral project. This is how you lucid dream.
This is what we look like.
That's you.
Wow.
Yep.
This is you.
That's your vessel. That's how you show up
I
here.
had no idea.
Now,
and it has some really beautiful blue flashes.
And your vessel is going for a very low price of $48 today. And I've just said the price. I just said the price, so you can say sold or claimed.
All right.
But you have to say labradorite Merkaba. That's the original price, but we all know,
so
20% off. So.
Originally 60, but you'll get it for 48. Mm-hmm. So this is, Merkaba or Merkaba? Wait.
Yeah, some people say some people say Merkaba, some people say Merkaba.
Okay. And this is number 1, and we have another one too. So
that is number 1.
Out.
Here is number 2.
Here's number 2.
And we're going to show you some more of these crystals, and then we're going to I'm actually going to show you all of these labradorites, and then we're going to move on to talking about moonstone for today.
Ooh, I'm excited to talk about moonstone.
I know. Meg has a whole write-up, or Megan has a...
No.
She hates being called Megan. Meg has a whole... has a whole write-up on moonstone.
All right, so we have Merkaba number 1 and 2.
And then just write Merkaba number 1 or Merkaba number 2, sold or claimed.
Yeah. They're very similar. The flashes are a little bit different, but...
And we do have others on our website, too. And I believe that... hello, Michelle. And I believe that URL was just posted in there, too.
All right.
Now we have one heart for you today, too. Let me honestly just take... Because that's literally...
The hearts are my favorite.
It's honestly in the way of the flash. No, I don't have nails. I can't... Do you have nails?
Not really. I have to keep them short for my other work.
Sorry, I should have done this before. I apologize, everybody.
I can try, if you want.
There we go.
Okay.
Close enough.
Close enough.
There we go.
All right.
Boom.
So, then there's a sticker on the other side.
That's number 3, though. That's
okay.
It's just the third item.
Yeah, third item. But this is the lab heart.
Oh, till 11 p.m. tonight. Okay, so everything will be 20% off till 11 p.m. tonight.
So as long as you watch this and comment before 11 p.m., you can claim these items.
Don't mind the little sticker bit there.
Yeah.
But this honestly has a beautiful flash.
Yeah,
what I love about some labradorites is it can look like some of those globes that people used to buy that kind of look like, what do you call it? Yeah, it looks like a map, almost. A lot of labradorite can have purple in it, too. And that tends to be more on the rare side. All right, so this is labradorite heart, and you can also say, I would also say put the number of the item in there, too. So this would be labradorite heart 3 sold, claimed, etc. Now we have some dishes for you. I'm going to give you just all 3 of them.
Okay, thank you.
We have 3 different types. This is a small circular labradorite dish. You can use it as a soap dish. You can't really eat out of it. It's really not that deep. You can put some of that moon water we talked about in here.
Oh, yeah. You could keep this on your altar and put in the water.
Exactly. So I love these. And
You can put other crystals in here to charge. You can put your jewelry in here.
Oh, we didn't even tell you how much that heart's going to be. That heart previously was going to be $20.
Thank you.
And this round dish is going to be $32. $32. Ashtray.
Oh, yeah, Lexi is thinking.
Ashtray. You can definitely use it as.
Or you can keep your sage in here, too.
Yeah.
And put it out. All right, and then this next one. Okay, now this one's perfect for soap.
And this is $36 for this one. Beautiful labradorite. I love labradorite. It's one of my favorite stones. And I know I said I was going to stop saying this is my favorite on the last live stream, but guess what? I lied. I'm not going to stop saying
Everything is Andrew's favorite.
Oh, that's not true.
Okay, yeah, no. A lot of things are, but there's definitely things that you don't like.
Yeah, okay. I can't love everything. It's impossible.
There's a nice flash right over here.
Labradorite is timeless. You're correct. Absolutely.
All right, and then our last one. This one is so pretty.
And this one is $36 as well.
That almost looks like a rainbow, this flash.
Yeah, it's almost like layered. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And how much was this one again?
$36.
36.
And in that top corner there, near the point of the leaf, you can see the beautiful orange that comes out of it.
Right over here.
Yeah. And they obviously all lay flat. So.
Nice.
Perfect.
All right.
Cool. We got some spheres for you too. We'll run through those.
Okay. Oh, I'm excited about the pendants too.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do those right after. Can we do those after?
The excitement.
I'm too excited.
No, there's no such thing. All right, so this sphere is going to be $52. It's actually a pretty big sphere, too.
Ooh, it has really pretty flashes on it.
Lexi, yeah, you get the, congratulations, you get the teardrop dish for, what am I looking at? $36. Boom. That is for Lexi Watley.
All right, so this is the first sphere. How much is this again?
So this is $52.
52. That's really nice. And it's a good size, too.
Avocado. But, oh, was that the next sphere or was that no?
All right,
So
and now we're going on to the second sphere.
36. This is going to be for $36.
Ooh.
And the sphere we just looked at was labradorite sphere 7. Labradorite sphere 7. That is the 7th item.
Hey, Tom. I feel like it's not focusing very well.
Oh, Tom, it's kind of like off with the focus. Oh, there we go. I kind of just kicked in a little bit.
A little bit.
Oh, there. Maybe a little further. Maybe.
Oh, it was like almost there.
There we go. Kind of. But yeah, so this sphere is going to be $36.
Has a beautiful flash here.
Is it
like
like
kinda
the orangey?
gold.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
There we go. That's perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. I think this is the one that Bethany showed me earlier, actually. And I was like, oh my god, that's beautiful.
She has a good eye for crystals, too.
All right.
All right. So that was number 8. So this will be our next. This we were showing you earlier. But this palm stone is going to be for $10. Just $10.
That's not bad at all.
And this has a gorgeous flash on it.
Oh, yeah. That is beautiful. Kind of looks like a fish scale. Oh my gosh, you know that like children's book? I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a fish and the scales were like sparkly and stuff.
I think I do remember that book. Yeah, I don't know the name.
Oh,
Labradorite always reminds me of bum-ba-da-da.
mermaids. No?
No, I wasn't going to say mermaid. But it could be mermaid.
Oh, dragon tails!
Dragon tails, exactly. Dragon tails.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I remember that.
The scale that they hold and they say the thing and then all of a sudden they're in a...
It's labradorite.
Dragons are made out of labradorite.
All right, and so that's 10. That was 10.
Oh, this is number... yes, so this is $10, but this is the labradorite palm stone number
1.
9.
Okay, number 9.
Oh, the rainbow fish. Oh.
Yes, the rainbow
Lexi,
fish. That is the
You
best.
also,
Thank you.
congratulations, you also get the palm stone.
All right, and then we have this other palm stone. It has a really pretty blue flash on it.
So that would be number 10.
And this is also $10.
All right. Now let's move on to number 11, 12, 13. Now these are a different type of
I'll go
labradorite. These
through
are
these
gray
ones.
labradorite.
Okay.
And they have generally a different type of flash to them too.
Okay. So this is number 11. This is the gray labradorite. Yeah, it still has the flash, but it's a little bit more faint. This is a good pocket size.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 12, very similar.
And these are going to be for $4, these two right here. And the next two will be for $6.
$6? Okay. So 13. So this one's going to be for 6.
I actually love these forms of labradorite a little bit more. That gray actually brings out the color so beautifully. And you'll find greens and purples and oranges in
Ooh,
these.
look at that.
Yeah, see right there.
Oh my gosh.
Literally the
That is
3 colors I
beautiful.
just said.
It's like purple, orange, yellow, green,
Yeah.
gold.
So that will
So
also be $6.
This is also 6. This is number 14.
We're gonna
All right.
jump ahead a little bit here.
Yeah, go for it.
We're going to go to, oh, we actually skipped number 15. This is a big piece of labradorite, a massive display. Ooh, you can really see the flash. Yeah, look at the flash. That's a full flash, people, full flash.
Whoa.
For that.
That's beautiful.
And that is going to be for $160 today.
Ooh, originally
11 o'clock.
200, so you save,
You say $40.
yes, $40. Took me a second there.
This is gorgeous. It's a ooh.
Yeah, that's
We're gonna have like
beautiful.
music when you're
Oh
doing
my
that. Like,
All right.
all right,
There you go.
nice. All right, so I'm gonna put that back down here.
That's really good for decor.
Whew. All right. So I
have to
want
do
to
the
go
pendants.
over. Yes, we will do those in a bit. Let's just go over this.
Okay, all right.
We'll do the iguana next.
Iguana.
This is going to be for. This is going to be for $280, and this also has a full flash, but it's a beautiful aqua type blue, like a greenish blue.
Aqua the iguana.
We're out here writing children's books.
That would be a good name.
Aqua the iguana.
Yes.
I'm bad at writing books, so that's all you.
All right, how much is this again?
$280. Originally
okay.
$350. You're saving $70 on this. That's a lot.
All right.
Okay.
So you can claim Aqua the iguana.
Now we got some pendants for you.
Oh, these ones are my favorite.
Do you have it? Okay.
Yes, I
there we go.
have it. Okay.
Then we have just like the right.
And these are sterling silver, correct?
They are sterling silver.
Okay.
And also we have multiples of these too. So you can claim.
They're all a little bit different,
They
for
are.
sure.
Because I mean the flash changes on labradorite.
But if you like this style, like this would be teardrop style, obviously, and then this one is more of an oval.
And those are going to be $12 each.
Okay, so this one would be the teardrop pendant. So oval.
Ooh.
Yeah, this one has a little bit
Whoa.
more like yellow, gold, and green. And then this one was more blue.
I love those.
And then
And all
we
our
have a
pendants come
heart.
with a cord too. Sorry, I literally just cut you off.
That's okay.
All our pendants come with a cord. The heart is going to be $8. And of course, if you want to claim it, you can claim heart pendant.
And we have multiples of these. too.
Yeah. Pretty sure we have a bunch.
We have a bunch.
Yeah, so.
All right, and then we also have this wired wrap one.
Yep. That's like polished into the quartz crystal shape And we have a multiple amounts of these as well. And that's going to be for $8. And yes, thank you. Remember, we are going to be doing a giveaway at the end of this. Everyone who commented, who is currently commenting, who will comment, you're going to put in the Wheel of Names. And we're going to spin that wheel, and you might be able to win this. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. This is all you.
Again, as long as you comment throughout this live stream, then you will be entered into the contest to win this.
This beautiful Colombian quartz that, if you remember, if you were here earlier, if you weren't here earlier, sorry, we talked about creating moon water. There's the wheel. See, everyone who's commented so far, your names are in there. So if you haven't commented yet, please tell us about a dream, say hi, put a face, do whatever you wish within reason. And then you're going to be put in the Wheel of Names. Do we have serpentine? I believe we do.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, in our shop.
Yep.
Though
Yeah.
we don't have it on the stream today, but I believe we have that in tumbled stones, right? Do we have it in like towers?
Yeah, I think we
Yeah.
have a whole section.
I'm pretty sure we do.
Or no?
Yeah, we have a whole section of.
Or no, that's
serpentine,
subterranean.
right?
Or actually, no, I think. Actually, we'll have our.
Oh, that doesn't even say serpentine. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Seraphinite.
Oh, seraphinite.
I'm sorry, Teresa.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Do we?
That's a good question.
Okay. Our backup people will comment in case we do.
Yes.
They can comment a link.
Yes.
If we do.
Absolutely. So remember, this will be a giveaway. This perfect for making moon water.
So are we done going through the
Yes.
labs? Okay,
Let's talk
awesome.
about
So
some
I can
moonstone.
talk about moonstone. Okay.
All right.
I'm
She has a
super
whole write-up.
excited about this. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go through real quick where moonstone is found before I get into the good stuff. All right, so I always say this wrong. Sri Lanka.
Yeah,
did I
no,
say
you
that
did.
right?
Yeah, you did.
Yes, I had to type it as you say it. Okay, so the finest moonstones are found in Sri Lanka and in southern India. And then you can also find it in Armenia.
Woo! Oh, sorry.
He's happy about that.
I'm Armenian. So I saw that on there and I'm like, yeah, crystals from Armenia. Woo! I didn't know you'd get it from there.
Australia.
Sorry. I'm like hijacking.
Mexico, Brazil, and then also the U.S., except I was doing some more research, and it seemed like the only place you can find it in the U.S. now is in New Mexico at this canyon called Rab Canyon.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right, so moving on.
Oh, hi, Livy. Sorry if I said that wrong, too. I'm pretty sure
Hi,
it's
Livy.
Livy, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so most people think of the sun as having a masculine energy to it, and they think of the moon as having a feminine energy. So moonstone is known to have a feminine energy.
I'm going to move this a little bit closer to you, too.
Oh, okay. Thank
Make
you.
sure it's like...
Yeah, you know what? Can I just put this like over here?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do this so it's a little bit easier for me. Okay, so since it is a feminine energy, it can help with accessing your emotions. It's a very nourishing. Thanks. Thanks.
Hello, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Sorry.
Oh, that's a pretty name, Sarah Willow. It's a very nourishing stone. It helps with love, self-love, fertility, all those feminine things. Some goddesses that are related to the moonstone is Aphrodite. I love Aphrodite. I've been kind of talking to Aphrodite lately.
She was super excited about that.
Yeah, I was
That's all I
super
heard about all
excited.
day.
Oh, yeah. Well, she is the goddess of love. And since she's the goddess of love, she also helps with self-love, which is something that I've been working on lately. I actually have her on my necklace here. And then also Moonstone is related to another goddess named Selene. Yes. And she's also related to selenite, obviously. Okay, so I wanted to talk about one of the ways that you can connect to goddesses using your moonstone. And let's see. I know. I'm like, I wanted to memorize this all. Actually, I'm just gonna speak. I'm just not even gonna read it. Okay, let's go.
Rip the speech up, throw it off of the podium.
I'll look at it from
She's
time
here.
to time, make sure I don't forget anything. Okay.
I don't think I looked at the camera at all this time, so.
All right, so goddesses. Okay, one way to connect to your goddesses is by building an altar. So I have an altar at home. An altar can look like however you want it to look like. It's just pretty much a place that you can go to. You put your special items there, and you go there to pray or honor whoever you're trying to connect to or honor. And then you can use your altar when you're manifesting things. So,
Which is huge because that's what
that
the
is what
theme
we are
is.
talking
That's what
about.
we're doing.
Okay, so if you're building a goddess altar, let's say, you can fill it with crystals, obviously. You want to put moonstone on there. Other crystals that are good, labradorite.
Right, this one piece of quartz you might be able to
yeah.
win later giveaway, remember that?
Quartz, rose quartz. Anything like pink, red, and white is good. Good for a goddess altar. That's kind of what I'm going for. And then you could put like pictures or statues of the goddesses that you're trying to connect with. So let's say I'm trying to connect with Aphrodite for some self-love. I'll have a little statue or picture of her. And then you can fill your altar with candles, with incense, with rose petals, other flower petals, plants, whatever you want to put on. You could put your moon water on your altar.
Moon water, it always circles around.
The cool thing about altars is you could put whatever you want on your altar. So actually, if you guys have altars, comment what's on your altar.
If you're comfortable with sharing.
Yes,
that, too.
of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Or what you would put on an altar if you had one. So, all right. I put my altar right in front of the window. Because let's say, okay, I'm going to talk about a full moon manifestation ritual that you can do. So you have your altar, put it in front of a window, lift up that shade, make sure the moonlight is shining in. A good way to get your altar prepared is to cleanse it. So you want to use like sage or Palo Santos, or you can just picture white light filling the room that you're in. Do you have any ways of cleansing your altar or getting it ready?
So this is going to sound a little weird. In my and actually your practice too. I don't know if you were possibly taught this part of it though.
Oh, okay.
We blow on it. Just.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you were taught that, right?
Yeah.
So let's say I want to get rid of my energy out of this. Oh, I have a air sign altar. I love that because that's me too. Love it, Livy. Also, what was I talking about?
Blowing.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so when I want to get rid of some energy out of a crystal, I go, ooh. Did you hear that? It's saying a little bit. So this is a good one. That's one way you can do it too. You can sage, you can pour the moon water on it. There's multiple ways.
Yeah.
Multiple ways.
All right. So anyway, you cleanse your altar, you get it set up, you make sure the moon's shining in. This is for any altar, but okay. Then I'm gonna get into the goddess thing as an example. Okay. So we got our moonstone. We're getting ready. Before I start doing any sort of ritual or prayer, I always ground myself and connect with spirit. So ways that I ground myself, I picture roots growing beneath me. And then I picture white light coming right in through the top of my head, also known as your crown chakra, to connect me with spirit. Okay, so then I feel ready. I'm ready. Next, I normally write an affirmation. So this is part of the manifestation process. So let's say I'm going for self-love. I am beautiful inside and out. I love all aspects of myself, even my imperfections.
Best musician who ever lived. We all have different ones, right?
Yeah.
Some of them are a little up there,
Too
but whatever.
egotistical over there.
It's fine.
All right, so then you write this down. So you can either write it on a little piece of paper and put it underneath a candle, or you can actually write it on the candle. Yeah. So I like using candles when I'm manifesting. Okay, so I'll put the affirmation on my altar. I'll say it out loud. You can say it in your head. until you can really like feel it and believe it. You can picture in your mind what it would feel like, what it would look like to already have that thing. You could manifest a freaking like bicycle or something. I saw that in the Secret documentary.
Oh, I was just about to bring that up. That was the thing I saw when I was like 11. Like the kid, he was like, I really want the bicycle, and then his grandpa shows up one day
and then just has a bicycle
at the door with the bicycle.
Yeah,
and
so just like
whoa.
picture a bicycle,
And then it goes,
whatever.
The secret.
The secret.
Yeah.
So so think about it, feel it, envision you already have this thing. Okay. Light your candle, and then you can just sit there in the energy, let the candle burn down. You can pray to your goddesses to help you with this thing. So again, in this instance, I'm praying to, or, in honoring Aphrodite, because she helps with self-love, and I'm trying to work on self-love. So then, then I'll do that. And then when I'm done, I can either just blow out the candle or I just let it burn out, depending on like if it's big or small. And then...
Really?
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Okay, so then...
I didn't even notice that one. Awesome. Isn't this?
And then when I'm done, you close it out. You close it out. But I will say, meanwhile, throughout this whole ritual, your crystals are charging. So they're soaking in all the energy that you've created in this. So let's say I had my moonstone on there. I'm going to say that I have this like little heart here. Okay, so this was gathering all the energy during my ritual. So I'll leave it overnight on the altar with the moon shining on it, charging, getting more of that energy. And then the next morning... the next morning I can just put it right into my pocket and then just keep it on me for however long. So that is one way that you can use moonstone. Also, moonstone is a really good creative stone, so if you're trying to, work more on your art or just become more creative, if you're decorating your space or anything along those lines, you can use moonstone to help you with that. All right, so I'm going to start going through some of the pieces that we have. So the first one I'm showing you is our heart. So we have 3 hearts here. This is number 1. So if you want to claim this, you just type in Moonstone Heart number 1. And this one, I'll go over, is 12. So it's originally 15, but you're going to get it for 12. All right, and then our second Moonstone Heart. This will also be 12. So if you want this would be Moonstone Heart number 2. All right, and then this is number 3. So this has a little less black in it. All right. And then this is Moonstone Heart number 4. I like how there's black right on the tip over here. All right, what else do we have? We have little spheres. So in a lot of moonstone, you'll see a little bit of a blue flash. So there's one right here. Oh, and I see some on the side over here. I also like how it looks like the moon. And there's like little craters and whatnot. Ooh, Sarah, I'm glad that you like these stones. Right. And then this is our second sphere. This actually has a pretty big blue flash over here. And I gotta get the price on these spheres. Let's see. Andrew left me I'm pretty sure. Okay. This first one was 28. Okay, originally 35. You have to tell me if I'm reading the correct prices, Andrew.
Sorry, everybody. She made me laugh so hard I got a nosebleed.
Oh, you gotta know. No! We talked about this in the first live stream.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have nosebleeds. It's like, I'm sorry. Well, you don't make me laugh, so don't be hilarious. That's the only problem. Wait, what are we on? What are we doing?
You're the hilarious one here. Okay,
Now I'm
showing off. I showed off the hearts. I'm showing off the spheres. The moonstone.
Yes.
Okay, so how
Wait,
much?
the sphere? Which one?
So this one is number. Oh,
Number 5?
hold on. Hold up. Yeah. So. Well, no. Okay.
It's number 6,
number
right?
5. Number 5.
That's 5?
Yes. This is 5.
It's in the wrong area then. That's weird. Oh, no. Never mind. So, that would be $28.
28. Okay, got it. I was right. All right. Okay. So then the second one.
Would be
That
32.
has the really pretty blue flash here.
$32.
32. And these would be really good for your goddess altar.
Sheena, you're right. I should get some hematite. Ugh.
Oh, maybe we'll have that next week.
Maybe I'll get another nosebleed.
If there are crystals you want to see, if there's certain themes you want to talk about, let us know.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. If there's... well, she just said it all, actually. Yeah. So, absolutely. Comment, but you can comment on the stream itself right now. You can comment on our posts being like, we want to see this, we want to see that. You know, let us know. We are here for you.
Okay. And then this is sphere number
It's
7.
the third one
This
we've
is,
had, right?
Yes.
All right. So that is going to be $28.
28. All right.
And then this last sphere is going to be $16.
16 for
This is my favorite one.
Why is this one your favorite?
It looks more like the moon.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I really like
I know, that was
the
such a
spheres.
simple answer, right?
It's
Why do you like this
your
one?
little
Looks like the moon.
Okay.
moon.
And then I'm going to show this piece. Is this an obelisk or a tower? No, tower. Okay.
Tower.
Tower.
This one is going to be only for $72. That's actually not bad.
Yeah, that's not
There
bad
are
at
some
all.
beautiful flashes through there. You can kind of see in that pillar there, that blue flash at the base of your thumb.
there.
Yeah. Yes, Teresa. If we do have Seraphonite, absolutely.
And how
will
much
put
was
that
it?
in.
This one again?
$72.
72.
Sorry, now I'm going to be sniffing for the next 10 minutes of this stream.
It's okay, Andrew.
Say,
Okay.
now the palm stones. Oh, sorry.
No, that's totally fine.
You're
I actually already... No, I did not go through the palm stones. I went through the
obelisks are four-sided. It's basically a square that goes into a point.
Oh, do we have any of those?
No.
No. No, we do not.
Everything else is basically a tower. At least that's what we call it. We call it a tower. And remember,
Okay.
at the end of the stream, you could win this Colombian quartz.
Oh, yeah. If
As
you
long
are
as you're
new,
commenting.
if you just logged on, comment
Oh.
something. Doesn't matter what, just comment something. And
The
then you'll
last
be
sphere that
entered
was
to
shown, Lexi, it is yours.
win. You got sphere number 7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one is
Oh, that's number
7.
Oh, but then she said the last one that was shown.
Oh, okay.
So, here you go.
All right, so then we'll go through the palm stones real quick. Okay, so this is our first palm stone. Only a little bit of black in this one.
Yeah, it's actually really
Actually,
nice.
on this side, there's a nice blue flash.
Kind of the
there.
rainbowy flash, because these are like the rainbow moonstones. Because you can kind of see that little orangey yellow there, too.
Yeah.
Super cool.
All right,
It's
and then
gonna be-
number... Oh, yeah. That's going to be 12, right?
12.
12,
Yes.
okay. And then this will also be 12, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No.
John
That's gonna be
asked where
10.
you got your hoodie, by the way.
Where did I get the hoodie? Etsy. I typed in alchemy hoodies on Etsy, and I'm like, you.
Oh, there you go.
I got that one. Etsy. Etsy's a magical place. You can literally find anything. You type in like a paragraph and it like just gives it to you. It's wild.
So this is Palm Stone number 2.
And it is for $10.
$10. And again, you can claim any of these items until 11 o'clock tonight.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you see this comment before 11 tonight.
And all of these tumbles are going to be $1.
Okay. $1 each?
Yep, $1
okay.
each.
$1 each. And we have more tumbles too. All right.
Cool. Anything more
So
on
that's
Moonstone?
it for, well, actually, I was just going to look at my notes real quick, make sure I didn't forget anything that I wanted to say.
I know we are gonna be wrapping up this stream in a few minutes, or apparently now. So, this has been fun. I love this.
This has been fun.
This is great. Oh, claim Moonstone, Palmstone 1. Okay, that was
this one. That's that one.
This one? Yes. So that is for Sarah. Congratulations. You get that one for $12. Oh yes. Also, anyone who has claimed anything, please send us a message through Facebook, a direct message of your email, even if you've bought from us before. Just send us your email and then we'll be able to help you out because we're going to send invoices. Yes. Awesome. Perfect.
And we ship all over.
Yes, we ship all over the world.
You don't have to live in Worcester to claim any of these.
So,
if you're living in Cali and you happen to see this live stream and you want something, we can ship it to you.
Absolutely. Claim all 3 of those.
Oh, all three of the tumbles,
All 3
John?
of the tumbles. All right.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
Cool. I'll actually just keep these here because I know it's John. So, Catherine, thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. Oh yeah, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you have a wonderful week. And,
oh, I know.
Huh?
Oh.
Can I pick it up at 3:30?
Yes,
yeah, I don't see why
Lexi.
not. Yeah, absolutely.
There are
more tumbles available. Obviously, these 3 just got claimed, but we have plenty of tumbles, and they're obviously, like with crystals, everyone is unique, even if it's a tumbled stone. But I know the blood loss did get me right now. I can't think. I can't talk. But
throwing everybody off.
Oh, Tom, can we scroll the comments down a little bit? But yes, absolutely. We do have plenty of tumbled stones. They'll be roughly the same size, just they won't all look exactly alike, just like crystals do. But yeah, this was great. I love getting up on here and I love talking about the metaphysical side of crystals. I love helping people and I love people, just this community. That's what I love the most, is that everyone is here to help each other. And I'm going to get sappy for a second.
Oh, Andrew getting sappy.
But is you don't see that a lot, especially with the news and things like that. John, geez, especially with the news and things like that, and my bloody nose. You just don't see it a lot, right? So it's nice to be part.
This world is filled with too much hate.
Absolutely.
Gotta spread the love.
And it's absolutely such an amazing thing to be a part of such a beautiful community of people that are willing to help each other, of people that are going out of their way to help each other, to comment, to help and help. I keep saying the same word.
And yes, Catherine says blessing someone else blesses you. And that is true. It goes around, comes around, good or bad.
We're all here for each other.
Exactly.
And like that's the biggest thing. And if you've ever come into the store and if you've ever spoken to me or anyone who works here, whether it's Bethany, Adriana, Megan, Kai, Adrian, even like if Tom was over there and you spoke to Tom, we're all here. We're all trying to help. We all want to help. And we all want to listen too, because it's not just about helping. You're right, Sheena. We are powerful together, absolutely, and it's about sharing stories. At the end of the day, sharing stories does help, of course. But it's also about like just a good time. We're here. We might as well have a good time. So, without further ado. Let's get on with this giveaway. If you haven't commented and you're here, comment so we can put you in the wheel.
Now.
The wheel of names.
We'll give you 2 minutes to comment.
Yes, we will give you 2 minutes, but only 2 minutes. to comment and
to win this.
to win
and again, you can
in
comment
the wheel.
literally. Oh wait, the thing's not on the screen anymore.
Where's the wheel? Stagnant waters never
there we
flow with
go.
a new.
Thank
Yes,
you.
absolutely. God, I'm loving all these
So
quotes
if you
too.
comment anything, even just one letter, you'll get entered in.
Yeah, even if it's literally like H, L, P, the rest of the alphabet. You can win this, Quartz. Yes, and good luck to everybody. And absolutely good luck with the new moon that's happening tomorrow.
Wait a minute. Speaking of that, and going back to your moon water, is this a crystal you could put in or no?
Yes, this crystal would be something you can use to make moon water, and this would be powerful moon water. I'm telling you, this crystal
And, like,
has been
you could
buzzing.
drink it, and then it'd
You
be
can drink it
safe.
with this crystal.
Obviously, you want to wash it first because I've been touching it.
Yeah, you know, and yeah, so.
Awesome.
All right,
All right, we ready to spin
Tom,
the
are we
wheel?
ready? All right. Yes, happy
Thank
worm
you,
moon.
Joanna.
It is not a Lemurian, it is a Colombian quartz. Very alike, but not from Lemuria, doesn't have the peachy tones, doesn't carry that same memory, but it carries a memory in of its own from Colombia, not Brazil, where Lemuria is said to be, I believe. So, yeah. And there's the Wheel of Names. So let's see. Has everyone commented? Let's give everyone another 20 seconds to comment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to keep counting. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Boom. Who's gonna win? 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 It is Michelle. Congratulations, Michelle. Woo!
You get this beautiful.
You get the beautiful Colombian quartz. And if you're not watching, we will let you know.
Yay.
We will absolutely not let you know. The blood loss has absolutely gotten to me.
Yeah, it really has.
All right. Well, I believe that concludes our stream. It's been fun. Thank you for everyone who commented, who shared their dreams, who shared their experiences,
Yeah, it was
who shared
really
their
nice
thoughts.
interacting with you guys.
Yeah, no, this has been great.
Yeah,
Honestly,
come
I
again
hope
next week.
Yes, come again next week. I hope to
420.
see even more interaction next week because this is a conversation. Even though we can't hear you, this is a conversation. That's why it's called Crystal Convos. Crystal Conversations. Boom.
And if you see this before 11 tonight, you can still comment and claim the items that
Yes.
have not been claimed yet.
Up until 11, you can get 20% off. After that, no.
Oh God, my eye keeps twitching.
All right. Well, her eye's twitching. My nose is giving me a tough time. So without further ado, I hope you have a good night and a good week and a good worm moon. And we will see you next week.
All right. Can't wait to hear about your manifestations and if any of you made moon water. All right.
All right.
Peace out.